All right. Good day, everyone. So today we'll be looking on how to spot our liquidity. You get. So what I mean by liquidity is this. When trading a coin, you ought to know where it will get to and it starts reversing, right? So we're like trying to like talk about it. So most of the time we just trade blindly, or maybe let's say most of the time after our setup we just believe that, oh, you know we've done everything that is needed to be done, right? But then that's not the end. Like I said, I always advise people to start trading with demo accounts, because demo accounts will give you, that mindset of you not losing your real money while learning, but using your real money to gamble with bots, because you are trading with bots, you are trading with professionals, you are trading with people that have been in this space for a very long time. So you have to like calm yourself down, learn, unlearn and relearn. There are some websites, or let's say apps, that helps us to know our liquidities, like where our liquidities are, where next the coin we are or the pair we are trading is going. Like it shows us the liquidities. The liquidity I mean is where most people want to like buy, where most people want to like sell. So people place their order there already. So and by placing their order, the market tends to take them out first, then start reversing. So that's how liquidity grab works. Okay, this is actually my entry on Bitcoin today. So let's say this is our setup. So this is literally our setup, right? Okay. So this is it. This is our setup. Okay. So Bitcoin is going up again. And the going up is going to fill up a gap. So the gap is going to fill. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys an app where you can understand the next place that Bitcoin is going, or the next price that is literally going. So this is your setup. There is tendency of Bitcoin going up, right? But then it will get to a place and it starts reversing. And you don't know where Bitcoin will get to and it starts reversing. So now basically Bitcoin is going up. I caught the pump, you know, even before the market started going up. I caught it. So this is my analysis. Like I said, this is when Bitcoin started dropping. So I used this particular area. I made reference of this particular area as my area of concentration, or my points of interest. Let me just use it that way. It's just my point of interest, where I'm interested in. So I looked on how chubby that place is. When I mean chubby is like the place tends to um not to move, like the place was at a stagnant, the price goes up and it comes down to that same place. I know that, oh, is Bitcoin wants to maintain this particular down or downside of it. So any downside move, any downside move, there will be a like this, there will be a breakout from that chubby area that I said. So the chubby breakout, when it breaks out this my trend line, then it will start going up. So these are the things you have to learn. Like I said, market is there is a whole lot to this candlestick that everybody is just showing up, right? There is a whole lot. You have to learn, you have to calm down and learn. So that was just my analysis, and like I said, I used my 5 minutes as my entry, my 5 minutes as my entry, boom, that was it. Okay, so um I think 15 minutes should be so you guys can see it very well. So, like I said, this chubby area, this was what I used, right? And this was a liquidity grab. The liquidity grab is not literally a liquidity grab, but seeing that Bitcoin wants to maintain that particular price, not like I'm guessing actually, right? Like in my subsequent video, I will tell you how I used to make my assumption, like how I used to read the market before entering. I don't just enter blindly or assume that, oh, it should start going up here. So I learned that Bitcoin from this area, it should go up, right? So that should go up. I got it from a place, and it's the place that I'm trying to explain to you guys. So there is this app or website, they call it CoinGlass. So let me go to that app or to that website. So this is the website. They call it, the name of the website, I will drop the link on the description space so you guys can just look it up. So they call it CoinGlass. So CoinGlass shows where the liquidity of any pair you are trading are. Like it's literally show what's next the pair or where next it is going, right? So look at Bitcoin. So look at Bitcoin coin glass. So this is what it looks like. Okay. So let me explain what this thing means. So this downside is telling you that at this, when Bitcoin gets to this yellow side, this downside, right? This very downside, when Bitcoin gets to that particular place, Bitcoin will liquidate $1.6 million. Like when Bitcoin gets to $63,643, there will be a liquidation of $1.6 million. Okay, so now you will look up. The first liquidity there is not in that, you can see that the yellow, this one is a faint yellow, like it's not a real yellow. The liquidation there is 1.32 million US dollar. That is when Bitcoin gets to, it will liquidate 1.62 million, $1.62 million. When it gets to $64,653. So you now calculate this, just these two yellow lines. This one is okay. Like all these faint one, they are still liquidation, but Bitcoin, like it's not as if Bitcoin doesn't recognize those ones, but then those ones that are still small for Bitcoin to like start going to that way, right? So, but what Bitcoin is interest here is 1.3. That is the highest 1.3, 1.6. But this place is you're having 1.3, 1.61, and upside 1. Okay, yeah, 1.31, 1.61 million US dollar. Okay, when you calculate those value together, that is should be around 1 point or 2 points, almost 3 million US dollar. So the possibility of Bitcoin going there to take those people away is very clear. I don't know if you are understanding what I'm saying. So the possibility of Bitcoin liquidating those guys is very clear. So Bitcoin will try to liquidate those guys before coming down to liquidate this downside. So this upside, this yellow line or horizontal line at the upside is people that short Bitcoin. So those guys shorted Bitcoin. So their stop loss is at those area, and Bitcoin will try to liquidate them first before coming down to liquidate this long. So that is how it works. So the coin glass, you looking at the coin glass and checking your analysis very well. If you look at our analysis, you will see the probability of Bitcoin going to 64,635 dollars. Like there is possibility because there are people stop losses there. Their stop losses are there and they are trading with big funds. So Bitcoin will tend to liquidate those guys before coming down to 63,000. Okay, let's check the price. Okay, around this area Bitcoin is 63,570. That's the biggest liquidation right here. That is the biggest liquidation right here. So and for Bitcoin, for the shorts, I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm trying to like explain. So for the short, people that shorted Bitcoin, their liquidation of 1.55 million. You see the number are reducing. Why is it reducing? It's reducing because